Hey everybody, welcome to this week's episode of TriRight Coaching Live. I am Coach MJ Gasik. I am a professional triathlon coach, and tonight we are going to talk about how to find the right coach. So here's the thing, guys. Not every coach is right for every athlete. And it's not a bad thing. It is what it is. Hey Lisa, hey Jim, hey Susie, hey Jackie, you guys, thank you so much for hopping in. I get this question a lot, actually. In fact, when I was doing my Q&A videos, I was asked to bring this up as a topic on one of the Q&A videos because I had someone approach me who had a coach and she wasn't sure if her coach was right for her. So she asked me if I could discuss the reasons, or I don't know, like what makes somebody right for you to be the right coach. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Check it out, guys. This is going to be the new color for the 101 Ride hoodie. All right, that's it. I know it's backwards, but you got the color right though. It brings up my eyes. But that's the color we're doing. We're doing royal blue for this year's TriRight 101 Ride. So, hey, Mendy. Hi, Jackie. All right. So the very first thing, what I'm going to give away tonight is not a physical thing. It's going to be a consultation with me. All right. So you and I can talk about whether I may be the right coach for you if, in fact, you are looking for coaching. And all you have to do is go to trirightcoaching.com/bonus to register for that consultation. And I can talk with you about what your goals are for this season, what you're expecting of a coach, and what I might be able to do for you. If you've already entered your name there, you might not be able to enter it again, then just message me and you'll be entered in the raffle, because I do want to speak with at least one of you about how I might be able to help you with your triathlon goals this season. Hey, Jim. Hey, Laura. All right. So number one, science or feel, okay? If any of you have had a coach before, you know what I'm talking about, because there are some coaches that just go by your data, your TSS score, your FTP, your, zone 3 heart rate. There are some coaches that will go just by numbers on what you put into your, like I use Training Peaks, but whatever you put into your feedback to your coach. And then there are some coaches that don't use any of that scientific data, and they just go by like, hey, how'd you feel on that run? How'd you feel on that swim? My personal preference is both. It's got to be both. Because sometimes I think the scientific data will be puzzling to the athlete, but I also think that sometimes when you don't feel well, those numbers are going to be conflicting, and it's not going to work right. So that's just what I do. But what you need to figure out, because I have talked with many athletes who are just like, I want someone who just looks at my numbers. Oh, okay. Well, that's not me. Thank you. Go ahead. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. That's fine. Science or feel. What are you looking for personally? What are you looking for from your coach? And then you should interview your coaches, right? You should, when you're looking for a coach, you should talk to several. All right? Talk to several and figure out which one you connect with, which one matches up with what you're looking for. So science or feel is number one. Hey, Sally. Hey, Ryan. Who are you? Shut up, Ryan. You know who I am. All right. Number two, how do you measure success? Okay. Because success is different for all of us, you guys. It could be finishing the race. It could be getting to the start line. It could be podium, getting on the podium. And it could be PRing for the race. It could be a number of different things. It could be not throwing up at the end. Who knows what it is? But how do you measure it? And is your coach going to take those factors into consideration. Because let's face it, you guys, not all of us want a podium. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work, time, dedication. Some of us just want to finish, and that's okay. It doesn't matter. What matters is, what is the goal? And is your coach going to coach you to that goal? Or is the coach going to try to force you into goals that they have for you and not goals that you have for yourself? And I'm not saying that your coach can't push you, because I'm one of those people that I think no matter what you think you can do, you can probably always do more. But the fact of the matter is, you guys, your coach needs to be aware of what your goals are and coach you to that goal. Maybe let you aware of what's out there and what's within your grasp and what you can really do, but ultimately has to listen to and respect what your goal is. I know, Lisa, that's why I said it. Haha. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go back really quick. I'm going to give away a free consultation on a whole race season here to one lucky person, TriRightCoaching.com/bonus. That's all you have to do to enter your name into that raffle. All right, so number 3, what is your coach's athletic background? This is huge. And this one kind of hits me home a little bit, and I'll tell you why. Because there are some people, you guys, who grew up as little athletes, right? Little swimmer, biker, runners, whatever they were. And then they went to college, they graduated, and then they became an athlete. And guess what? They were automatically good. They've never had a feeling of what it's like to be mediocre, or back of the pack, or middle of the pack, or anything but the top, right? If that's not you, your coach cannot relate. If your coach came from a strong athletic background and all of a sudden started competing and was already up at the top, then they don't know what you're feeling. They don't know where you are, okay? The other thing is, what is their strength, right? So if your strength is running, maybe you want to, let me back that up. If your weakness is running, you probably want to try and find a coach who their strength is running to work on that, right? My strength happens to be swimming. So if your weakness is swimming, talk to me. That's where I can help. That's my sweet spot. The other thing is yes, I grew up as a swimmer, and I got that. But then, and when I got into the triathlon world, I wasn't very good at the beginning. I was middle to the back of the pack for sure. For sure. But then I learned. And I had several coaches along my way. I had lots of people that mentor me. I did lots of research and training and listening and experimenting. And those are the things that I can bring to a potential client. Hey, Beto. Welcome. Hey, Brad. Hey, Eric. Hey, Lilia. You guys, thank you so much for hopping in. All right. So you want to know, what is your coach's athletic background? And I'm going to tell you one thing, and I won't mention it, but I went through, so when I went through USAT training, which is how you become a certified coach, I sat next to a woman who, she was a cyclist, and she had done some running, but she didn't really, I can't say she didn't know how to swim, but I know she'd never competed in a swim event in her entire life. Not a triathlon, not a swim event, anything. We got out of that certification course, and we both walked out with the same certification. And I was like, it's kind of not fair. It's kind of not right, because if you've never done a triathlon, how do you coach somebody to it? It's why when people come to me and they talk about doing a criterium race, I refer them to my bike coach buddy. Now, road racing, yes, I've done that, but I've never done a criterium. So I can't coach you to that. So someone who's never done a swim, who's not ever competed in a triathlon, probably shouldn't be coaching you to a triathlon. That's all I'm saying. Someone who's never done a marathon probably is not going to be a good coach for you to coach marathons. Someone who's only done an Ironman, or maybe has never done an Ironman, probably shouldn't be coaching you to an Ironman. Okay? Hey, Aunt Rogue. Hey, Ajra. Could you start over? I just got here. Sorry, Aunt. No, you're going to have to start from the beginning when I finish. Okay? Okay. Back to this. I'm giving away one free consultation. If you want to talk about your entire 2018 season, all you have to do is go to TriRightCoaching.com/bonus, enter in your name and email, and you'll be entered in the raffle. All right. Number 4 is, do they have a group? Because let's face it, you guys, a lot of us don't want to train alone. And though I coach many, many athletes who are across the country and don't have access to our group here, yes, we have a group. And the reason I started it was to provide a place, a venue, a training ground for people, for newbies, for experienced people, for intermediate people, anybody, so that you just don't have to do this alone. I pretty much almost never, does that make sense? Swim, bike, or run alone. Almost never. So what I did was create a team to give people an opportunity to meet each other, to meet other people, other like-minded athletes, so that you could do workouts together. Now, not everybody's going to be a match, but it gives you an opportunity to meet some other people, right? So sometimes a group training is going to help you. It's going to push you. In the CompuTrainer studio that I run, I will guarantee that 99% of you will work harder, will do better in a group environment like that class versus jumping on a trainer and doing it at home by yourself. How do I know this? Well, I've been there and I've done it. And I've ridden by myself on a trainer, and I've ridden with one other person, and I've ridden with a group of other people. Guess where my best results were? That group of other people. So it's a little bit of that peer pressure, right? And not competitive, but more like, hey, you push me, I'll push you, we'll all do better, we're all going to have better results. All right? So that's it. So find out if your coach, potential coach, has a group. Number 5, what is their coaching experience? You likely do not want to have a coach who you're their first, 4th, 5th athlete. You probably want to have someone who's got some coaching underneath your background. And sorry, coaches, because the coaches now that are watching are like, come on, MJ, I'm trying to just get started. Why would you tell people that? Well, let me tell you how I started. When I first started coaching, I coached a group of 5 friends, and I did it for nothing. And I said, all I'm asking from each of you is I will coach you for a season. If I do well, tell your friends, share it out. If I don't do well, tell me how I can improve. That's it. That's how it started. And I had my 5 friends, and they all referred other friends, and it just took off from there. Because I did it for free. So yeah, I ran in the negative. I ran in the red for a while until I could get going, until I could develop a reputation that I actually knew what I was talking about. But I do have in my background the experience and the accolades to back up that I know what I'm talking about. So Lilia, right? Check it out. Aunt Rogue, got to do the 101 ride this year. This is the color, okay? So true about group training, right, Laura? Right? Very team matters. Team matters. Yes. Okay. All right. So you want to know what the coaching experience is. If you're going to get involved in a newbie. Oh, here's the other thing, and I didn't write it down here. You get what you pay for. So I know lots of quote unquote one-on-one coaches who coach for $100 a month. Really? So you're going to develop an individual workout for each athlete for 30 days for $100 a month. You get what you pay for, guys. If you pay for something like that, I guarantee that you're not getting customized coaching. You're getting copy and paste. You're getting somebody who developed a plan and they just plug in the numbers. Watch yourself. Okay, watch yourself. You get what you pay for. You know what I'm talking about. All right, and number 6. Is this their full-time job? And this applies, this applies to coaching, but I think this applies to other things like real estate agents, and mortgage lender people, and who else tends to do stuff on the side? But all I'm saying is you want to get someone who this is their full-time job, not someone who's just a little part-time thing that they're doing. When I started, I did it part-time for free. And then as soon as I got my recommendations, I quit my full-time job and went to coaching full-time because I knew I could do it. So you don't want to hire someone whose coaching is kind of the part-time thing. It's their I don't want to say it's their pastime, but it's like their secondary means of income, right? You want to focus, you want to get someone who this is their full-time thing. This is what they do, and they're dedicated to you, and they give your time to you, right? And they are spending their time learning on what to do and how to coach better and what the newest, latest, greatest thing is. You want someone who's on top of their game. All right. So you want to make sure that whomever you do hire, that they are a full-time coach, and there are not a whole lot of them out there. You'll find a lot of people do it part-time because it's hard, because it's not a big money-making industry. But if you're good at what you do, then you can do it. All right. Are you doing training for the 101? Oh, Ashra, that's a great question. I never have done training for the 101 because it's not a competitive event. It's just a ride. But that's a great question. Maybe we should do some rides where people can join in, and you can build up your mileage and build it up. But I will tell you, you guys, I am working on some new great group training this year. I have some ideas. I just started working on it just a couple weeks ago. But there might be some new things coming out of TriRight this season for any of you locals. Anyway, sorry. I need a drink of water, and I don't have water here. So anyway, these are what I wanted to tell you about how to find the right coach. I am going to put out a blog post on Thursday morning this week that covers these things, but also goes into, I think, 5 or 6 more things that you should think about, because finding the right coach is super important. And if you find a coach and it doesn't match up, that doesn't mean the coach is bad, and it doesn't mean you're bad. It just means you two are not a match. I will tell you, I have had many clients who we just didn't work. They went to another coach. They're happy. I'm happy. It's all good, because we all have our own different styles and different ways of coaching. We all have our different styles and different ways of learning and how we want to take in that material. And it's just like friends, you guys. Not everybody's friends with everybody else, right? So not every coach is good for every athlete. You have to find out what works for you. Interview your coaches thoroughly. Do your homework. Ask your questions. Do your research. And you will find the right coach for you, because I will tell you right now, the right coach for you can take you to the next level and beyond what you ever thought that you could possibly do. And I know there's a couple people on this broadcast that know what I'm talking about, because I've coached them and they've gone way beyond what they ever thought they can do, because all of just it's a combination of things, of support, structured training, listening, motivating, just being there when they need it, right? A coach needs to be caring. Oh, thank you, Lilia. And you are. Well, I'm told that I'm not, right? We all know what I'm talking about. I do care. I absolutely care, because my success, your success as an athlete is just as important as to me, because my success as a coach is your success as an athlete. It goes hand in hand, right? It just does. But what I will tell you, if you want me to tell you how great you are when you stunk up a workout, I'm going to tell you stunk it up. I'm honest. I'm brutally honest like that. But the athletes, if you get that, if you need that, if I'm not going to coddle. I don't coddle. Because I don't need to be coddled, and never did. Just tell me what to do and I'll just go out and do it. If I have questions, I'll ask you. Let me know. Right? That's me. But if you need me there, and I am the biggest cheerleader for all of my athletes, I'm the biggest cheerleader for everybody on my team, right? And I don't coach everybody on the team. That would be too many. All right. Thanks, Lara. No, but I'm saying, right? So if I think you can bump up your FTP in class, I'm going to tell you that you could do it. And if I think you're slacking off, I'm going to tell you, I think you should push a little bit harder. I think you could do it. My goal is to help you reach your goals. Really. That's all. I mean, I don't really have any other goal than that, because does it really matter to me whether you do a race or you don't do a race? No. But if it matters to you and I can help you make that goal, then yes, it matters to me, right? I'm an awesome cheerleader. Rah, rah, sis, boom, bah. Wait, check out the ponytail. All right. Thank you, guys. I know this is going to be quick, but I just want to let you know that there is a right coach for you. If you haven't found him or her yet, keep going on, keep checking, keep asking, do your interviews, do your research. Again, my blog post, it'll come on Thursday morning, and it's going to talk about how to find the right coach for you and what other, these are some of the things you should ask, but there are definitely at least a half dozen other things I think you should ask if you are looking for a coach. It's a big investment. It's a big commitment for you and for that coach. So it's important that you two match up. So the most research you can do before that and make sure you match up with someone that matches up with you, I think is important. So if you want me to give you a free consultation and assessment on your 2018 racing and goals, just go to TriRightCoaching.com/bonus, enter in the raffle. If you're already entered in that, I don't think you can enter in again, but just send me a message. I'll put you in that raffle because I want to make sure that I touch base with you, with at least one of you, and help you on your way to reach your goals for 2018. All right. So, and I forgot to look at what next week's episode is about. Oops, sorry. But I'll be back here live next Sunday night, 7 p.m. Central Time. Please join me. Please share this with your friends. Anybody that you think could use this information. I would greatly appreciate if you share it, and have a great week. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's getting lighter out later. How cool is that? We can train later, and I will see you here live next Sunday night, 7 p.m. Central. All right? Have a great week, guys.